Everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pink Sock Reacts. We're going to be talking about Ville Valo's latest album, Neon Noir. God
Mm,
damn, dude. God damn.
Such a great album.
Such a great album, and you actually got me diving into him and
Again?
more. Yeah, again. I actually only really listened to like the early albums, so I decided to listen to the later albums too, so that I can kind of compare this to that. Now, before I do this and do the deep dive into the album, I want to say I love your Eric 13 shirt. Um,
Yeah.
this album is his first, technically his first solo album. He did
Yeah.
release an album with the band. What the hell's their name? Hold
Wasn't
on.
it like Ville Valo and something else?
Ville Valo and the Agents, the legendary Finnish band, the Agents. They were a band in the '60s and '70s, and they've been a
Okay.
band ever since. They had Ville Valo singing lead vocals for them. That is correct. Um, Now, that's not technically a solo project because he was singing for a band.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank everyone for tuning in, by the way. Love y'all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And shout out to all the podcasters out there that support us and all the other people out there that support us. Check out all the podcasts in our description and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Now, this album comes 4 years after the release of Ville Valo and the Agents, and it comes 7 years after the last Him album.
Mm.
Now, this album, I must state, in my opinion, it feels like Him, yet it doesn't. It feels like the later. Thank you, Anders. You're amazing. Love you, brother. This sounds kind of like the later albums, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A little bit like Screamworks and Tears on Tape, but yet it doesn't. It has more synthesizers. It has more of a dreamy feel. It has more of like an '80s sound in a way. It sounds kind of like Aha meets Duran. Duran.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go. It does have the hymn vibe, but also it kind of takes me back to like I didn't really like Screamworks, to be honest, but like it kind of went back to the earlier stuff like love metal and a bit of Razorblade Romance.
I can hear that. I can hear a little bit of that. Lyrically, it's like Him. It is your
Mm.
gothic love metal. He's like the metal goth version of Rod Stewart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
But like Rod Stewart and Black Sabbath, early Sabbath mixed together.
yeah, with a little bit of like the synthesizer, like '80s sound, like you get from like Aha, Duran Duran, and a lot of those bands that use synthesizers a lot.
Yeah.
And mixed with the guitar and stuff. And I'm very impressed because I didn't know Ville Valo was a multi instrumentalist.
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
I didn't because he was in Him. Everybody in Him played instruments besides him most of the time.
it's, just, it's just the way. Yeah, that's a good joke.
Dun dun dun. Um,
No, but like in a recent interview, he was saying that he pretty much this album, all the songs that he written was like 4 years old.
oh, so was it
Because
written
he
like?
hit during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was written during the pandemic. He released actually an EP, did he not? A three-song
Yeah,
EP.
but it was mainly yeah. So there's 3 songs EP that was released like what 2 years ago or something,
Hmm.
or maybe a year ago. Those songs are made it onto the album,
So that's
but
fucking cool.
well obviously he wrote the songs, but he played every instrument in this
Hmm.
album,
And that's where
so
I'm impressed.
everything
That's where I'm
same.
impressed.
But
And this album is produced actually by longtime him producer Tim Palmer.
mm, that's pretty cool.
What's funny is about this album is he kind of took a little bit from the him textbook. with the album title. It's
Yeah.
taking two contradictory ideas or words and putting them together.
Yeah.
Neon, of course, is bright colors or bright lighting, and Noir is a French word meaning black,
Yeah.
which I think is interesting. And he's also making fun of or making a pun at Noir films.
Well, have you seen his video clips for the album?
No, I have not. I just heard the album.
Very good. Very good. He was saying on the Jamie Jaster podcast that the song "Love Letting," I think it was called,
Mhm.
the is from what I remember, the the guy that was doing the video clip wanted, like, beautiful women on there, but then he said no, prefer to have an animal because they were like beautiful to look at or something like that.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
So he got a goat.
Goats
sheep or
are
whatever it is.
love. Goats are love.
Yeah.
So sheep, especially when you live in certain parts of the world where they actually love sheep. But that's besides the point.
Only in New Zealand.
New Zealand and Scotland.
Mm.
Now, it's hard to explain because it does remind me a lot of him. But it's also very good as a standalone solo album. It's not like Ville Valo did what other solo artists did and release music that sounds like their band that they were in. But it does have that him feel. If you like him, you'll love this album.
Well, if you like him, you'll like him too.
Yeah, you'll like him too.
Yeah. But I was watching one of the recent live concerts that they done like a few months ago or something like that, and I checked the set list, and then it's like in between songs are him songs.
Oh, he does him songs live too?
So he does solo him, solo him, solo him, solo him, solo him, solo.
Who's playing the instruments though? Does he have live band?
Yeah, he does. I don't know, a bunch of Finland dudes, I guess.
That's cool. I actually saw that Ville Valo and Pierce the Veil is coming near me, but I don't know if I'll have the money to go see them or not. But I'd love to see them.
Yeah. I'm going to see Ville Valo next year in March. But
so is it Ville Valo?
Metro Theater.
Is it Ville Valo or VV? Like he goes by VV.
I don't
know.
Right? I think it's just VV. But then if you look it up on Spotify, it says Hardogram.
It says Hardogram or Ville Valo or VV. It says VV. I believe he released it under VV or Hardogram. But if you go on Facebook, he does not have a him page or a Ville Valo page. He just has a Hardogram page. So
I'm guessing the him YouTube channel doesn't exist then.
It's Hardogram now.
Ah.
He's releasing everything under Hardogram pages, but he's VV. So I'm wondering, due to his record label being Hardogram, he's just going to everything that he releases is under that.
Maybe.
Like I'm wondering.
But I have seen him live, I think twice.
Really? How was it?
I think twice. Yes, because the first time was at this venue called Luna Park. They played there in 2012. And then for the Tears on Tape tour, which was 2014? I saw them at the Metro Theater.
He has such a great singing
voice. It was amazing. Yeah, and his vocals on this album still sounds the same from like the previous albums with him and stuff like that. Like his vocals never change, because when they get older, their voices, they have to change keys and they have to tune down and stuff to match with his voice. With this,
Mhm.
maybe they might drop down from standard to E flat, but like live. But he just sounds amazing. Like I
What's
love this
crazy?
album. I've been listening to it all week.
What's crazy is about him, though. Uh, Billy, Billy's vocals, like you said, haven't aged, which is crazy because especially when you smoke,
Yeah.
it usually like ages your voice and makes you
Mm-hmm.
more raspy. And it's weird that that's never happened to Ville Valo.
Who
I
knows what
wonder
he's
what
done, man? He's an alien, bro.
he is like through the drug abuse, the smoking, everything. The dude still is healthy and sounds good. I know. Didn't he leave him originally due to health problems?
um, I don't know if he left him due to health problems. I know the guitar, the drummer,
Hmm.
um, the drummer left for a little bit because of he couldn't drum anymore because he had injuries, and then he quit the band a few years later.
That might be what I was thinking of. I knew somebody left for personal reasons or anything like that. Valo states that the reason why he's healthy is because he's vegetarian. He's almost vegan.
Yeah, he's been I think he's been vegetarian since he was like 7 years old.
Wouldn't he be? Is he vegetarian, pescatarian, like what? Because I think he still eats some meat.
What I heard is a veggie. Let me have a look.
Because there is a difference between vegans and vegetarians. I know vegetarians eat eggs and stuff like that, don't they? And then vegans don't eat any animal product, including honey. And then pescatarians eat fish. So if he's a vegetarian, he might eat eggs and stuff. I don't know. But the dude stayed young. He's he's
So
he's in a,
okay, I looked this up. So he's not vegetarian. He has stated that he isn't, and he just doesn't eat red meat. So he's like me.
also he eats like chicken and
Yeah.
poultry and all that shit. Just that's interesting. I've kind of cut out red meat. I'm not gonna say I completely quit eating it, but I eat it like maybe only once or twice a week instead of every other day like I used to.
Mm.
Um, Now with this album, getting back to the album since we kind of veered off, Neon Noir debuted on the Finnish album chart at #1, and it was on the top 5 of the German album Billboard charts.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting. And also, this album was released under not one, not two, but 3 record labels:
It's pretty good.
Heartagram, Universal, and Spine Farm.
So I'm guessing Heartagram is his own obviously his own record label, so he can
Yes.
whatever he wants, really.
Yeah, he's basically in charge of his own record label,
You
his
want me to
own
pop
tape
up the
label.
set list?
I have it
Oh,
already.
oh, you
Um,
have it? It's
yeah.
pretty stable though.
Did you want to discuss? I might need my memory rejog because the way I listen to music anymore is I lay there and I listen to it with my eyes shut, and I kind of like it's kind of like a meditative thing where I focus, and I know each song, but I might need reminded which ones like which because after the first few, my brain just
Mm-hmm.
kind of went into the realm of music. Um, the first song is Echolocate Your Love.
Yeah,
Great opening song.
it is.
What is your thoughts on that song?
That song is beautiful.
It was. It was a very beautiful introduction. Um, it sounded very original, yet sounded kind of hymnish. And each song does sound kind of hymnish because, if I'm not mistaken, Billy did write the lyrics to a lot of the hymn stuff.
Well, he was like the main writer, really,
Yeah, he
and
was the
they
main
probably done like lyric writer. Yeah. Well, I think they done 2 cover songs.
Yeah,
or
who
3
him?
cover songs. No, him.
Him? Yeah, him did "Don't Fear the Reaper," "Wicked Game," and I forget what other covers they did.
Solitary Man,
Yes. Um,
and maybe some others, but Rebel
no,
Yell. Sorry.
no, I'm glad he didn't do covers on this album. I'm glad he went with all original music. Now,
Yeah, I was surprised too, and I'm really it's really weird to see there's 2 guitarists in a band, one lead, one rhythm, and no keyboardist.
there's no keyboardist. How does he do the synthesizer sounds live?
Backing tracks.
Oh, he does some backing tracks. I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's expensive nowadays to tour, let alone tour with a full fucking band.
But that's why I like the 2 guitar thing, because if you listen to hymn songs, there's maybe double or triple A guitar playing in those songs. If you
Well,
listen to them,
they had two guitarists, so that makes sense that he would have two guitarists performing live.
that's
So
why when they perform those hymn songs now, they sound really good, because it's like you're hearing those songs like exactly like on a record.
mhm. And I would love to go see Ville live, like so bad, so fucking bad.
I'll Instagram live it for you.
Now the track list, I'm gonna go through just name each song. Like we said, echolocate your
That's a
love.
cool song.
Yeah, echolocate your love. Run away from the sun. Neon Neor. Love letting. The forever lost. Baby lacry. I can't fucking talk today. Baby lacrimerium. Salute the sanguine. In Trinidoia. Can we find fucking words that we can pronounce? Heartful, heartful of ghosts.
It's like they're
Saturnine.
speaking. He wrote these songs in his languages, man.
He did. Saturnine, Saturnalia, Zenir Solitaire, and Vertigo Eyes is the full set list. The album takes about an hour to get through, but it is a beautiful hour.
It is. But what does he perform the whole album in this tour?
I have no idea. I would if I was him.
Probably not. I wouldn't say he does.
I fucking would. Like, if I was a solo artist, though, I would probably limit how many of the band that I was previously in's music and just do my solo shit.
Nah,
Because that's
he
what
played 8 songs of this album. So yeah.
tour hasn't started yet. He just played festival so far.
Well, he's done tours in the States. I'm pretty sure.
Because
No, he did Wacken.
the set lists that I have found so far is from the Mara Luna Festival, the Wacken Open Air, Q Stock, Curiopia Rock, Tammerfest. Like, they're all festivals. The only date that I can find, here we go. There's a couple overseas dates that he did. There's all of them most of them in Finland, from what I see. He opened with, well, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs off the album that he did.
And the other ones were hymn songs.
Now, what are your favorite songs on this album? This is gonna be a hard one.
I like "Run Away from the Sun."
That was a really good one.
"Love Letting's" a good song too. Which I reckon. Do you reckon this song? Well, me and the missus were talking about this because we watched the video clip last night while we were having dinner. Like, I was like showing the stuff to her, and then we're trying to figure out the song. Trying to figure out the song "Love Letting." Like, is it about him loving a girl but they didn't want to let go, or is it about someone that he, broke up or whatever? So it's hard to pick with his lyrics sometimes.
It's hard to distinguish, and that's where music and art in general is all about your way of viewing the song or how you interpret it.
Mm.
And a lot of Ville Valo's songs are about love and death. Like he mentions love a lot.
Yeah,
And a
and
lot,
breakups and
yeah,
stuff.
love letting, like you stated, it could be about a breakup, and it could be about just letting go of love. But I will go another route. Um,
Mm.
what if it's about someone that you love that passed away, and you're
Yeah,
trying to move on,
maybe.
and you're moving on
Mm.
from that, and you're trying to let go of the love that you never got to, because it wasn't a breakup or anything. It just you have to not love that person anymore, but you have to let somebody else love you. Love letting, let somebody else love you.
Well, I'm just looking at the lyrics right now. Um, well, yeah, I that could be it. But I'm looking at the lyrics right now. Um, Here in my heart and endless sorrow tearing apart all that you and I could have been. So it could be talking about a breakup.
I think it's about a breakup.
It sounds
Trap
like a two heartbeats out of sync with each other.
of all we have lost and of all that we'll never ever be, love, you are the song I sing alone, the darkness I keep dreaming of. I wonder if it could also be about the fact of a relationship ending due to your own demons. Because Billy did have
Maybe.
issues with drugs and alcohol. So it could be
Mm-hmm.
about all the
Yeah.
relationships that he's lost due to his own addictions. Because if you read the lyrics, trapped in a loop of chasing shadows, of all we have lost and of all we'll never ever be, love, you are the song I sing alone, the darkness I keep dreaming of.
Mm.
It could be about that.
Could be yeah, I reckon so, or it just could have been who knows, man. Um it's the same with if you listen to Life Eternal by Ghost.
Hmm.
That song's about losing someone that you love, you know.
Yeah, like
Um I kind of feel like you can relate Ville Valo and Tobias Forge's lyrics very similar a little bit.
they are similar, and honestly, this album is like reminiscent a little bit of Ghost in a way. Now that you say something about it, you know
Mm.
what I mean? Like
I would
not
love to see
musically.
Ville Valo. Well, I'd like to see Ville Valo and Ghost tour together.
They would be a great tour.
Or if him was still active, it would be him and Ghost. And
Well, I
Ghost
mean,
and him.
why didn't Ville Valo just call his solo project He?
Well, in America, um, on their original printouts and on their CDs, it's her.
Really?
Yeah. Razor Blade Romance cover was like the original pink cover with him on the front, but it says her.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I need to see this shit. That's awesome.
I I think there was like another band called him in the States.
Yeah, that is legit. There are select releases of it called Her.
Which is weird, don't you think?
Yeah, because the album cover was Ville Valo with like his fucking dick tattoo, and they were called
Yeah.
Her.
To be honest, like if it wasn't for Bam Margera, then I wouldn't know who the band was. To be honest, Bam did really
Same,
push that band. Bam
same,
really pushed that band, that fucking band, to
same.
what it
I agree.
was.
I totally agree with that, Gorak.
Yeah,
Did you know Ville has a brother that's in music? Fun fact.
yeah, yeah. And fun fact, his dad owned a pawn shop.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Hi, Ash.
What was the name of the porn shop? Hi, Ash. You need to come back on
It
the
was
show.
like it was like on back in the 70s or something like that. He used to work there in a pawn shop or something when he was a kid, working with his dad, a sex shop.
I'd love to have Ashley on the show, but yeah, a sex shop,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I'm thinking about starting a sex shop.
What?
Get
The
your
pink sock?
Get your pink sock on. But yeah, I would love to have Ashley on because she has this amazing company.
Oh,
Yeah, she has a heavy metal hippie, I believe, what is the name of it? Sorry if I got the name wrong.
I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong.
I got a shirt upstairs.
I think it's like on TikTok as well.
But yeah, great company, heavy metal hippie. Go check it out.
But
So
yeah, but
let's get back to the album. Since that's what we're reviewing. What are you already said your favorite song, so I'm not going to get into that. But I'll mention my favorite songs, and then we can continue discussing what we was discussing. My favorite songs on the album is basically like yours. I loved "Run Away from the Sun," "Love Letting," "Echo Late Your Love." I even loved the title track. I don't think there's a song I hated on this album.
Every song is amazing
In its own way.
It is, but you can just cruise along with it. You know what I mean?
You can, and this is also like an album that you can even like relax to.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley's obsessed with this album. So am I. I've listened to this album maybe 5 or 6 times now.
Yeah,
In the last
I've been
couple
listening to
days.
this album 20 times now within 2 weeks.
Damn, bro.
It's such a great album, even at work.
I would love to explore Ville Valo's brother's music.
Yeah.
I've not listened to his brother's music.
He should just be a.
What were you saying, Grant?
You know what I mean?
You cut out. What were you saying?
Ville Valo should just be a poet.
Yes. Well, he technically is. Musicians are poets.
Yeah. I saw him twice, Ash. 2012, I think it was, or 2013. I can't remember. And then no, not 2013. I think it was 2008. That was the Venus Doom tour, I think it was. Did that album came out then? 2008?
I would love
Venus Doom.
I would have loved to have seen him.
Yeah, I saw them on the Venus Doom tour in 2008, and then I saw them on the Tears on Tape tour, and I'm going to see his solid project next year. So there you go. I like the new Heartagram logo though.
I do too. He has the 2 V's now.
Yeah, but I've been watching interviews on him on fucking YouTube for the past week since I re-listening to him and stuff like that. And Tears on Tape is a fantastic record. Same as Venus Doom. It reminds me of like early Sabbath a little bit. But he was saying the story behind the Heartagram, it's like, you know, I should get that tattooed.
You cut out really bad on my end. What were you saying?
He was saying that about the Heartagram, like it's like a thing, like, you know, like good and bad type of thing, and you know the pentagram as like the devil and the love heart for love.
Dude, that is so poetic.
But He
I love
is like, I think this is why people look up to him as like a great league singer, but he seems like a really chill dude.
He is a really chill human being. He's a great songwriter, and I cannot wait to hear what else he has in store because you know he's going to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, he's like 46. So and he looks good. He sounds great, and it's good to see him not holding a cigarette on stage anymore.
Yeah, cigarettes will kill, man. It used to be like you would see Villy and he had like a cigarette and then another cigarette and then another cigarette and then another. Like he smoked like a chimney.
Yeah,
He was
but
all
like he was also
yeah,
a huge alcoholic. Face. Oh, I reckon Bam got him to like the whole alcoholic thing.
yeah. Now Valo has like a really good range of vocals too.
Mm-hmm.
He
His deep
actually
voices are good too.
he was found to have the eight widest vocal ranges of any known singer in popular music,
That's what
according
I've
to the
heard.
according to VVN Music,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is fucking wild. Um,
it's
Now Gorak,
yeah.
how do you compare this to him? Is it better than
Very
him? Is it better than him? Is he better than him, or is him equal?
I like that. It's heaps hard to not make jokes about the band him to him.
Yeah, about him.
Yeah. It's like I reckon it's very similar lyric and music wise. Cause like I feel like this whole album takes you back to every him album that he's released.
Yeah, so they're kind of equal in a way.
That's why the set list works. You know what I mean? Because
Fair.
like not like many bands these days, um, always, um, um, fuck, what I was gonna say.
You just froze up,
Okay,
brother.
this is like um, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Shit. Um, fuck, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I just had a brain fart just then.
You just like really
Yeah,
froze, bro.
yeah, it's just a really great album. I rank it like 9 out of 10. If you think I'm being a weirdo, go fuck yourself. It's a great album. Go listen to it. Stop listening to shit music and listen to Ville Valo.
It is 9 out of 10 for me as well, brother. That's where I was going to get at. It is a 9 out of 10. It is probably one of the better albums. Not the best album, because I can't really label any album I've listened to as the best because I listen to various fucking types of music. But it is one of the better albums that I've listened to from this year.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Now, what are we going to review next week, Gorak?
Aren't we gonna do the Dead Daisies?
The Dead Daisies. They have a new album.
Yeah. No, I thought we were gonna do every Dead Daisy album.
I ain't going through all that.
Or were you gonna do
I was
Glenn
going to do the
Hughes?
Glenn Hughes one. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I spoke to Tim from Primitive. He said he's keen to come on the show. So I told him that we're doing pre-recorded. So I'm not too sure when we're going to do the pre-recorded. Maybe we can do it next week.
We can do it next week, brother. I'm actually taking over a radio show here soon.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I'm going to actually be playing a lot of different music from a lot of different people. One of them being Ville Valo. I'm going to be playing Love Letting. I'm going to be taking over not taking over, but co-hosting the Poison Ivy show on Rock Rage Radio. It's a morning show from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., which the day before that, I'm doing my comedy show. Greg, it's been fun talking to you about this album. I gotta take a piss.
I gotta get some sleep.
And you gotta get some sleep. So guys, check out this album if you haven't already. It is a fucking awesome album. If you're a him fan or a fan of him, Ville Valo, listen to
All
the
him
album.
jokes. Just listen to HIM. That's what I like to say.
Well,
listen to him.
Isn't their name stand for His Internal Majesty or some shit like that?
It's yeah, maybe.
But anyway,
HIM could stand for ham in mayo or something.
Eminem. Him and Eminem need to get together and do Eminem. But anyway, guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Go follow Gorak on all social media. Follow me on all social media. We will see you guys later. Love you all. And as always, live long, rock hard.
Listen to him. Buy a merch.
Listen to him and him.
Yeah. And yeah.
We're not live anymore.